And we're back with our ninth episode of No Shit's Given. As always, I'm your host, Ricard V, and tonight I'm joined by the boys. I'm joined by Chandon, and Varun's coming a bit later. But most importantly, tonight we have two of my friends. We have Big Brain Boy, we have Rick, and we have the richest man's this side of the Mississippi River. We have Ahmed, right? So let's get started. The dog is barking its head off in the neighborhood house. My chair is super squeaky. I'm on my seventh shot of espresso. Let's get to it. Right. Okay. So, Rick, Ahmed, you're brand new here. You're pretty new. So, what have you guys been doing during quarantine? Like, how do you guys feel it's affected your life? Rick, you can start.
Yeah, so quarantine, man, it's just been real boring. Okay, I just chill on my chair like what 8 hours a day doing school and stuff, and then after that, I just go
Only
chill
eight
on my
hours
bed.
a day, bro. I'm like here from like
Yeah,
7:30
man.
in the morning until 2.
Bro, I feel like this chair is gonna break down soon, man.
Yeah, it's just gonna
Yeah.
break.
This remote learning stuff is just not it.
Yeah. Yeah. Ahmed, what about you?
Yeah, no, honestly, I've been doing the same thing. I've just been kind of sitting on my chair the whole day and doing classes, and then after
Grinding
class, then actually
Apex?
home.
Grinding Apex?
Yeah, I've been grinding Apex on the weekends. Not much on the weekdays though. But yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
been really boring. So yeah.
Yeah. So, I know that for us, school's starting. Like for us, we're fucking sophomores, right? So they are inviting us back to school on March 9th. So, are you guys going to school or staying in person? I mean, distance. Yeah.
Oh man, I am staying home. Until like I'd say 80% of people are vaccinated. I'm not getting near the school, but
Yeah, that's like your choice and all that. I'm going in person because in Minnesota specifically, cases aren't spiking high, and they're going to go continuously more down. So I'm just like, there's a lower chance of me getting the virus, and I also feel like I'm going to like fail some classes if I don't go in person.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not the only one going in person.
Trikar, what's your third block class
Third block class for this year.
for this year, this semester?
Third block is AP Stats.
Oh, rip, we don't
Oh,
have
I
the
got-
same.
I have AP stats on second block. No, we don't have the same
Uh,
teacher though. I don't think. I have second block though.
I forgot who he was. I forgot his name.
Do you have Mr. Egan?
Yeah,
Egan is good, but if you get DeBoer,
No.
DeBoer was so good. He was probably like the chillest teacher ever, man.
Maybe DeBoer's good, but Egan's so bad.
Dude,
Yeah.
Egan fucking used the word sus in like half of his classes.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
I thought he was pretty chill when I had him like for a substitute one.
Well, he's chill, but he's just not a good teacher, I guess. He's not good at teaching.
I mean, he's relatively chill because okay, I had calc my first term. I had AP Calc AB. It was a nightmare. Like all of my calculus classes, I'm just sitting out for like. I had Adonisio. She's a relatively chill teacher.
Adonisio? Okay, you didn't get the best though. Mr. Skirbis just right up there. Like,
yeah.
He helped me a lot with calculus.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's just okay. She's a pretty chill teacher. She might not be like the most chill, but just all calc classes, I goddamn hate calc. I know that I'm going into like fucking business, and for some reason, everyone is saying calculus is super important towards business, and I don't know why, but I goddamn hate calc. Yeah. So, what classes do you guys have this term?
For me this term I have English, then I have AP Stats, Intro to Business, and Spanish 4.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I still got continue AP Euro, AP Biology, and then AP Chemistry. So just keep the 3-term APs going, and then
right.
I also have I have graphic design, so that's just a fun class.
Yeah. So have you guys gotten your 2 art credits?
Oh yeah,
I did
of
mine.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I did
I'm
mine
like,
last year.
I literally haven't taken art at all. So next year I'm just taking painting 1 and 2. So yeah.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have done like a music course. I think most people did. I'm assuming like both Ahmed and Rick have done some type of music course.
Indeed. You play cello, right?
Yeah, I'm done though. I decided to
play?
drop out, or not drop out,
Oh.
but like just stop because I did not like Miss First or whatever.
I
And
heard all the orchestra teachers are kind of
so-
whack. In the
Yeah, no, Mr. What's his name again?
Gitz?
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Gitch?
Gitch, Mr. Gitch.
Yeah.
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 He's
Well,
I don't know. He seems weird, and he seems like really not strict, but like he seems like he'd be kind of a hard grader. So I was just like, no, you know what?
He's like, I heard he's like a really like, if you quit orchestra when you're in a high orchestra group, I guess, I don't know how to call it. We would say high band in band, but it's not
like
band.
chamber orchestras?
Yeah.
Chamber strings? Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in chamber strings and you quit, someone like tried doing that and then like apparently the teacher got really pissed.
Yeah,
at
no,
him.
Ditch gets mad at you, and he gets mad at you if you leave like ninth grade orchestra, and I can see how he'd get even more mad if you left like chamber orchestra or something like that. Like he personally kind of chased us all down and had a meeting with us, telling us not to like leave orchestra. But oh well.
Yeah, no, my teacher, she was like, I told her I wasn't gonna do orchestra like this year, and she got mad. Like she brought me into the room and she was like, "Why do you think you're not doing orchestra next year?" And I was like, "What?" What?
But your teacher used like sass, man. Mr. Gish just pulled out the facts. Like he cited like some like Harvard Review article, and I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Oh my god. Okay, so I did flute when I was in fucking like middle school, right? And goddamn, I do not want to do that again. I just don't like music classes in general.
Wait, you were in band?
Yeah, I was in band.
Wait, what instrument did you play?
Flute. It was like the first goddamn row in our.
Hey, what do you call like a flute player? Like a flautist?
Yeah,
Flutist? What?
I think it's like flautist. There's a U in there.
Yeah, flautist. Yeah. So okay, I can't do music classes or any instrument at all because I'm a fucking spaz and my fingers are not coordinated at all. So it just doesn't work. Yeah.
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 Rick, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just wondering like, so we all played the recorder in like I think 4th to 5th grade, right?
God.
Like how much of an upgrade is that from like recorder to flute? Like
a flute is
like
sideways. Flute is sideways and you blow completely different.
Okay, just
if you want an upgrade, go to clarinet. Clarinet is an upgrade. Clarinet is literally the upgrade from a recorder.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they sound and squeak like a recorder. Calling out every single clarinet.
and they both sound just as bad if you mess up, I think.
Right.
For flute, if you mess up, it sounds like super high pitched and it just sounds weird. But I mean that's for every instrument other than like really low instruments like
dude, Zachary Guo, he's a god at the flute, right? So
oh yeah, I think I know.
Oh yeah, I remember
yeah.
he was really good.
Wasn't he in our English class, Rick?
Oh yeah, that was last year, man.
Oh my god, that English class was so. Can I call out people directly by name on this podcast, Shrikar?
We try not to because of legal reasons.
Mr. Woo Man.
Oh god.
Mr. Woo
Man. Let's just say the class was very, very exciting and flamboyant.
Because of Mr. Woo Man, he would moan people's names. It was so funny.
Yeah,
he did it to this. You know what I'm talking about, right, Rick?
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Yeah, I don't even have to say it.
Okay, dude, was it like the moaning like you know how people in the back of the bus would just like randomly moan?
What the hell? What kind of bus are you going on?
What? Yeah, like what?
Wait, Shrikar, what? You
Okay.
didn't tell me about this when we were on the same bus. Oh no.
There was
Maybe
one
it was-
person in my English class, and he was Shrikar, you were in my English class last year, and
Right.
he yeah, I can't say his name. You're not. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna know
Just
who I'm
say it
talking
in
about.
chat. Say it in chat.
Okay, here, hold on one sec.
Since we're on.
Yeah,
No,
so
actually-
like my bus was super whack. Like there would just be people randomly like moaning out of nowhere.
Okay. What is this?
something like that. I forgot
like a
his.
love
I
bus?
forgot-
Oh, is it? Is
Oh,
it? Is his
man.
last name start with a V?
Yeah.
Okay,
Or no,
yeah.
not V.
It
No,
is.
not V. Not V. L. No,
L.
L. Sorry.
I
L.
don't know him then, but
Yeah.
Your last name is. I have the name. I have the first name wrong, but last name is.
I don't know if it's the same person, but like, I think he did something quite notorious at East Middle School. This might not be the same person.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah. No. He went to East too. He's
Mm.
weird. No. But basically, what happened was that, you know, this one dude had like a Starbucks cup or whatever, the straw. This
Right.
kid comes up to the kid with the Starbucks cup, starts taking some of his drink without like permission or anything. He just starts drinking it up, and he puts it right down. Like,
Okay.
what is he doing?
No, the same
So
guy,
weird.
the guy you were talking about. So, last year English class, right? So for some reason there was like half the class gone during like I don't know. I think we were just doing a project, so the teacher just like gave us work time or something. Half the class was gone, but he was
Yeah, I
there.
remember
He was
that.
like one of the few other people there. Okay, the guy literally like slaps me as hard as he can on the back of the neck, and
He's
then
just
I
so
just
weird.
He
chase,
next you? Okay.
yeah, I just chase him around the U, and then when I get okay, so the guy he ends up
Weird.
running off, and then it turns out he goes to the upper floor, right? And then when I get back, Miss Stray is just like shaking her head in disappointment. It's
Dude, one time last year in English, I had 2 pairs of AirPods. I lost one of my old AirPods.
oh my
I lost,
god, I remember this.
Oh, bro,
I lost
I
my- I
remember.
lost my old AirPods in the couch, right?
uh-huh.
And this kid was sitting like right above where I think I lost them. So I came up to him and I was like, "Did you take my AirPods?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, "I don't know about that one," because like I don't know, because I looked all around the room and they weren't there. So I would assume he took them. So I had to tell like the teacher and everything. And this kid was like fucking shaking after I told the teacher. It wasn't him. I feel
Yeah.
kind of bad because I know I want.
Bro,
I don't know,
okay,
bro.
this is a known fact. Like when Ahmed loses something, the world shakes. Like last year, bro. Let me just enlighten you guys on a story right now. So
Yeah.
he lost his like glasses and shit. Like,
Oh my
they
god.
were like these like $200 like fucking, I don't know, like Ray-Bans or
Oh.
some shit.
Fucking,
I don't
And he
need
dropped them
remember
in the grass,
DC
right?
trip?
Yeah, I remember that, right? And then like literally our entire like tour group went on like a search party. Like,
No, dude.
trying to look
It was
for
like-
and shit.
It was like 3 people. Like
Like
it
a
was
whole
like
ass like
5.
40 kids just ran across like the lawn. Ahmed's house.
Dude,
And then like
Chandon,
it turns out they were on his like fucking head or something. Like
No, they
so-
were on
like,
Ethan's.
yeah,
No,
they were
no,
on
no,
Ethan's head. Someone's
Okay.
head. Okay, right.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
Chandon, Chandon,
Yeah.
you weren't on the DC trip, but let me fill you on some details, right? Okay, so I think it was the first or second day that we were in Washington, D.C. We go to a mall. Then Ahmed, okay, so there's
Yeah.
just a bunch of people with Ahmed, and then we all go into the store, and Ahmed just like calls up his mom or something, and hey, I'm buying this. Is it okay? She's like, yeah, bet. And he buys like some $300 Bose glasses, and
No, what
then
happened was. Wait,
What the heck? Wait, hold up. You just simply asked your parents to buy if you could buy $300 glasses.
Hey, those
I haven't
glasses
muted
were
this
like
entire time.
pretty sick, but like
yeah.
Oh god! Oh my god!
big purchase.
Okay. So Ahmed, what happened was Mahir stole your glasses and gave them to Ethan.
Yeah, no, I saw it because someone found the glasses and they gave them to me here, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that until the end, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Okay.
Yep. What happened at the
Matt.
mall was that my I saw I thought it was like glasses or something at the Bose store or whatever, because we were just looking around the store, and I don't even know. I wanted like something to get from DC because I don't know, I wasn't finding too much. So I asked my mom and she was like, yeah, sure, just don't get anything else. And then yeah, I got them. But then I realized that they were the wrong size. And
Oh,
we already left them all. So I kind of wore
Right.
them, and yeah.
right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, moving on to our next topic. Actually, our next topic. By the time you hear this, it's probably gonna be like March half, right? So
Mhm.
it's gonna be too late for Valentine's Day. A bit late, but you know what? The title of this podcast is "No Shit's Given," right? So, do you guys have a girlfriend? Are you in
Oh,
a
you think I
relationship?
do? We're literally the nerds of the school. Ahmed's the only person who could pull, and he could pull with his money. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Damn,
he
okay.
could. He could.
Dang.
Shannon really
That's a
selling himself
valid
and
point.
everyone here short, man. I think, I mean, though I'm not gonna lie, I kind of came onto this podcast to see if I could, date one of you guys. Just
Oh,
wink, wink.
oh.
But like,
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
nah,
Making your
man.
move. I see.
I'm
Okay.
just kidding, but yeah.
I mean, I'm down if you are, but okay.
I've tried to date someone, but meaning I tried to ask someone out. It didn't go well.
Ooh.
December. Sorry.
I did twice, and yeah, they both failed. So that's nice.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, I feel
guys,
your pain, Ahmed. What about you, Shakar?
I feel like we all know. Whenever I try to ask someone out or make any romantic advances, it backfires so hard.
How many times? How many times has it backfired?
I don't
for
know,
you?
like,
Tree car.
yeah. In the past 2 years, like maybe 8.
Holy, what the heck? Stop.
Holy.
8 times?
Damn.
Yeah, I think at
Hey.
this point, there's just a rumor about me that like I'm a stalker, pedophile type person.
Oh,
So-
there definitely is.
Yeah, there is.
Hey man, props to you for being persistent, but also like, don't be so persistent, man.
Man, you just gotta stop falling for the wrong people. Because,
Yeah,
clearly
for-
they don't want you. You've gotta, realize that. Maybe just try to become friends with them.
Hey,
instead of
Shrikar,
just immediately
Yeah.
falling.
I do want to ask. You know that girl you told me about? Did you, that one time you
Igor?
what?
Her?
Ego?
Wait,
no,
is it
no,
her?
no, it ain't her. No. Remember, you told me about her. Did you end up asking her out at all?
Send name in chat.
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so Chandon, we talked about her, I think a few episodes ago, right?
Just send it in chat. One of you. And I'll remember.
Yeah, I'll send it, man.
Yeah, that person,
Oh,
right?
Oh.
which one? Wait, which one? There are two, I think.
The
Is it the taller one or the shorter one? Do you know?
I think
It's oh god, okay.
it's the foreign one.
Damn
I
it.
mean,
What?
Okay, Shrikar, just
Yeah,
tell us about it.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Okay, right. So what happened was there was this girl, right? We were friends before school. Like we met up. Like we had a group, and third floor we just met up before school. We were friends, right? And then I just randomly hit her up. Like I think last year, like right before COVID hit, right? I just hit her up like, hey, what you doing? And like she didn't respond, so I was like, okay, good. Let's just like forget about that. And then 3 months later, I was just talking to a friend I remember, and I was like, hey, what's up? And there nothing, right? So I was just talking to George and stuff, like her friends, her known associates, and then they were like, hey, I haven't actually seen this person in a few months, right? And like, okay, that kind of worried me because I was like, she hangs out with them like pretty much every week, every other week or something. And I was her friend, so just like that concern. So I was like, hey, what's up? What's happening? and this was only on Instagram, mind you. I only texted her, "Hey, what you doing?" Right?
Winky face, dot. No, I was kidding. Continue.
Okay, so yeah, and then there was that. So I texted her once after George like just hit me up, and then once more like a few months after that, and nothing. Right? So I'm just at this party once, like one day, like it was I think like 10 a.m. or something, and it's a family party. So I'm just hanging out on the couch with a friend, and I get this text from one of her friends, and it's basically just like yelling at me like that she doesn't want to see you, she doesn't want to meet you, you're creepy, go away, all that shit. So I was just like, fine.
Dang.
I mean, okay, can I be honest with you, Shrikar?
Yeah.
Maybe I feel like you shouldn't have contacted her after she read you on, like, she just didn't answer your
Okay,
direct
no.
messages.
The thing is, I get bored a lot, so I just go down the list and I either call people up or I text people. Like that's just a thing that I do.
I mean, but you've gotta know people. I honestly, if you want to do that, which I sometimes do that too. You've got to do it to someone you know, really well.
Yeah, I know her. We are friends. We like met up before.
Shrikar. Did she read the message?
No, like there was just no response.
No receipt.
The Instagram thing said like last seen, and it said like I think 12 weeks ago.
Damn.
So she must have restricted you. I'm assuming she restricted you, so she didn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Shrikar. So, I guess like, have you really DM'd her in the past before?
What? No, just like after quarantine.
Yeah, so like,
yeah.
Out of the blue, man. Like, I'm no dating instructor, but like, I feel like if someone texted me out of the blue and sent this like text, like I'd be a little bit confused. Like maybe that you want to like build like rapport with her, like start making a convo and stuff, and then build your way up from there.
I guess like starting with "Hey, what's up's" not a good thing. If she starts posting something on her story and then you swipe up to her on her story and say something, that's a good way to start a convo. That's why I really like Snap or Instagram, because that's just an easy way to create a convo.
That's fact.
Yeah.
That's
got like material.
So, I guess your approach wasn't the best, but I mean, next time if they don't respond, don't go for it.
Yeah.
Just leave it be. Don't talk to them. They clearly don't want to talk to you. They're not worth your time. Okay?
Right. Yeah, that's facts. So with this girl, like I just assumed like, hey, since we were talking like before school and stuff, like
how often would you talk to this girl? And were they like long conversations and stuff?
So the last quarter before like quarantine hit and stuff, like she was just hanging out with her like group of friends there. They were a mutual group of friends. So I just went up there like last quarter every other day or something.
How long were your conversations with her?
I don't know, like so we were just up there for like maybe 10 minutes at a time because this was before school. So
Yeah, I don't know, Shrikar. How close did you feel you were with like her and her friend group?
I mean, I knew pretty much all of them, and I felt like I was pretty close with most of them, but I don't know. So
what's your definition of close?
I mean, close. I mean, like they would sometimes like invite me over, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I mean, so yeah.
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Yeah, sure. At this point,
I feel like that isn't very close. In your mind, yes. I used to feel that way. If someone talked to me more than like more than 5 words to me, like the beginning of 9th grade, I'd consider them close. Cough, cough. You know who I'm talking about. Okay. Anyway, that changed the more I got to know like my friend group. Currently, like the boys chat and like Alamo. I got really close to them we're pretty good friends. That
Uh-huh.
now my standard for close
Yeah.
is much higher.
Yeah.
So you see, people who talk to more people usually have a higher standard. And if you're talking about the George I'm thinking about,
Oh,
he,
the George that you're thinking about is that George, but it's not that just that George. I mean, like
yeah,
Zach and all that
he's
stuff.
he's pretty popular. From what I know, he knows a lot of people. So just based on one person from that friend group, I can tell that friend group has a lot of close friends. So they have friends that are super really close.
Yeah.
In your standards. So the way they see you, they just see you as an acquaintance at most.
Yeah.
Because they have. That's what I'm. This is just what I think. I don't know if
Right.
Ahmed and Rick like agree with me, but
Yeah,
What I've
no, I
seen, I
kind of
mean, yeah, I can't really say definitively, but I mean,
Yeah.
there are definitely ways you can test your friendship with them, or you could have.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like,
but,
I think one of the tenets of friendship is just to do things with them. Like, if
Yeah,
you say like, hey,
exactly.
you want to go to the movies, like, and if they ghost you, well, that's a no. If they
Yeah.
say maybe next week, or like, it just depends on like how much they really emotionally connect with you and
Right.
willing to do things with
Well, this has been Damn Facts, right? It's been a TBH session, but okay, so this was, I think, 6 months ago that this happened, right? And the other 7 times that I was talking about, 4 of them were just like, I was going to ask a girl out, like I was gonna get like close to her and stuff, but then like just outright, like I just went up and I was like, hey, so you remember K Girl, right? Washington DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was gone. Okay. So this is not like when the entire Ethan thing was out, but like before that, like I was gonna get closer. I was like, hey, what you doing? Like in person, just in person conversation, right?
To
Then,
who?
okay, K Girl, it's in the chat.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Yeah. Before the whole Ethan thing was out, I was just gonna go like in person conversation and stuff, but then just outright rejection, like even before I talked to them, right?
Well,
That's
did
like,
you?
I mean, Shrikar. I mean, I don't. I don't think we outright rejected you, man. It was like I think we just got mixed up in this like whole craze about you and stuff, and I feel kind of bad about like sort of standing in that area, but I
yeah,
hope.
no, you're good, dude. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just like, there's that stuff that's on one end of the spectrum, and then like there are 3 people, not including Esme. Esme was part of the other group, but then on this group, like there were just 3 people that like I asked out like sometime, and then they were like, hey, no, I'm not really into dating right now. But then there's that. So what about your guys' love lives?
Okay, I can explain mine, or do one of you want to explain yours first?
And then enlighten us.
I can explain
Y'all
my
already
last,
know this, but I'm going to fill people in. Okay, so basically, I know whatever I did was wrong. Okay, let me just put this out there. So first, I met her. We talked a bit. Like, we walked together. Like, we walked together back from like bus stop, and like we just talked a little bit. We didn't talk that much. At this point, I didn't really have like a thing for her, but and then like
Who's this person? Like chat it.
don't tell anybody. Well,
Okay.
it doesn't matter if you do because everybody in the school basically already knows.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, there are like a lot of people like just simping for that group of people that she's in.
True. That is true. Yeah. So basically, what happened is we talked, and then one day, No, her,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
She destroyed everything. Okay, she came out of nowhere and went on the girl's snap and said, "Hey, do you like this person?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." And then she was just saying such weird stuff, and I was just like, "What the heck?" And then the person I was talking to just stopped talking to me completely.
okay,
I must have done something wrong, but I know what I did wrong. Here's the thing. So like multiple times, I would like, you know how I insult people like as a joke when we're friends? Like I insult my friends a lot as a joke. I
okay.
did that to her, but we weren't good friends. So it came off as just rude and mean. And the way I said it was just bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chandon. So here's the thing, like just for me, like personally, I mean, honestly, like your insults and stuff, they aren't like, I don't see them as that rude or something, but like I see how if you weren't friends, like that just be.
It gets annoying
like,
if you do it
yeah.
a lot. It just
Yeah.
gets annoying. And if
Yeah.
you don't see it as a joke. And also, I did this thing where she made fun of my Minecraft background on WhatsApp, which is like, why would you do that? And then I set
Ooh, person number
set
two.
the WhatsApp background to a picture of her. And she's just like, what the heck? And I'm just like, I guess that's not the weirdest thing. People told me that's not
So
that
I think
bad.
she might have perceived that as you guys are dating. Like,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, it depends.
it was a relation. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how you
Was
did.
it-
Did you like, post a picture of her, like just on there, or like was she with you?
No,
or,
it
like...
was on WhatsApp. You can set your own background to like.
Yeah.
So I just I just changed my Minecraft background to a picture of her.
Was it like a normal picture or like a meme picture? Like,
I guess it was normal. I think it was normal. I don't think it was bad. I don't.
You know, usually my person, I don't know, if I was just like spectating this, like, I don't even know, I'd just say like third person, I guess. I was spectating this, I don't know, I'd think you guys were dating.
Yeah.
Really?
If I saw
yeah,
that.
if it was just a
Yeah.
normal picture, right? If it was like a deep fried or like stretched out, when I think it was like a meme joke or something.
It's probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess that would make sense, but we weren't obviously. Okay, that clears up a little bit. Okay, and then like I guess that's that I did that, and then like sometimes I would talk to her, but like whatever our conversations, she would always respond with okay because I'd say the stupidest stuff. You know me, you knew me in ninth grade. Both Shrikar, Ahmed,
Yeah.
Rick, you knew how cringe I was. Imagine that, but trying to talk to a girl. Did not go well in the slightest. Okay, and then like it all boiled down in like December when I asked on my story, hey, should I ask my crush for her phone number? Literally, I regret that moment so much. And then I do end up asking her. She uh checks my story. Before this, I actually checked the snap because I was talking to her because we actually sometimes do talk. It's just about school though. It's because we're both in the same English. Oh shoot! Now people know who I'm talking about. Okay.
I
Anyway,
think people knew when you mentioned
the story. The
Yeah.
story. As soon as I mentioned the story, people knew.
Hey.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you're comfortable enough to talk about it.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of effort.
And then like I scroll up and I realize after she said STFU, I don't like you, this is kind of weird, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I thought I just said I'm sorry, but I also said please don't block. Oh my god. I also said please don't block me. That is the stupidest thing ever.
Do not feel bad. I've done much worse many times.
I think everyone does stupid things just kind of without thinking, especially like at a younger age, or not younger age, but like just things that we do things we regret.
It feels like we're like 30-year-old adults and we're just like talking about how our childhood was like pretty irrational and impulsive.
Okay, dude. Person number 2 that you mentioned, the one that starts with the V. Okay, like anybody listening to this who is a feminist, like I swear it's not misogyny, sexism, or whatever. She is a bitch.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
not misogynistic.
No, she's.
Okay.
I thought it was
it's not
kind of nice, but
misogynistic. That's
I can
just
see where you come from.
That's
yeah,
just
that's
true.
just a matter of perspective.
Okay, she's nice
I'm
to
sure
you,
many people
Ahmed.
agree.
I've seen that. She can be nice to certain people, but she was that way to me for sure.
Yeah,
Because
no, I
she
don't know.
she jokes around with people she doesn't know, but when you insult her back, she cannot take the insult, which is
Bro.
literally the worst combination.
Dude,
You just
I'm
seem like a
family friends with
bipolar
the dude.
idiot at that point.
Bro, I was just gonna say, like, sometimes she's kind of bipolar, right? So
Yeah.
I was walking down the hallway, right, and her and this like other girl, and they were just like, and I didn't even talk to them because I barely know them, right? And they're like, "Hey, Rick," and I'm like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "Oh, hey," and then like when I come back, like they were just doing something, I just commented on it, and then like they got so mad at me. It was so weird.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm family friends with the person, right? And
Yeah.
like, I think, okay, I don't know how my parents know her parents or something, but I know this. Like, as soon as she fucking got into Umptio, the entire like fucking lineage just got cocky as fuck. And it's like the two people that I hate the most on this planet. Like, I know I talked a lot of shit in middle school about like fucking destroying the world and hating all of humanity or
That
whatever.
phase was very interesting.
It was very
It was,
interesting.
yeah.
Dude, our vision teacher threatened to send me to a social worker, but I see a social worker anyway, so joke's on her.
Oh.
On God, I love you as a person, man, but like, on God, when we were in Umpty, we thought like we should probably be nice to you because like you were gonna blow up the school. Like this is just as a joke, man. Like not serious. Like no one was serious about it, but like just as like jokes, man.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so what the two people that I hate the most in the world, like I've narrowed down my entire list to two. It's the person that Shannon was talking about earlier. I'll type it in the chat, Mr. Luo, right?
Oh, Leon?
Yeah, him. And
Bro!
Why him?
the
Oh,
person that we are talking about.
Idiot, you just oh my god.
Bro, he said Luo, man. He said Luo. Come on.
Bro.
Bro. Okay,
Alright.
he can come at me if he wants, right? Okay, so
Bro,
Why,
this
why?
beef is known. I don't think Sugar needs to like keep it private, man. He said the man's last name.
Yeah.
I think we all know. Everyone knows his last name.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Okay, like second. I don't know. I think 7th episode or something. Like, remember Varun went on that entire rant about him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like his name's already out there. Like, what the fuck?
I don't think Leon's a bad person. I feel like sometimes he can be a little.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can
I
be a
don't know
little
how to
bit
say it, but
mean. That's the best way to
yeah,
little
he can be a little
pragmatic.
mean.
Yeah.
Sure.
Condescending.
He can get like really angry, but I mean, he's not a bad
I don't think he's a bad person
at all.
overall, though.
Yeah, he's not a bad person.
I think
just 'cause he
I
gets
don't
angry.
like to judge people too harshly because, I mean, I think we can all be decent people. Like even if we do shitty things sometimes, like we shouldn't be like, oh, that person won't ever change because that's just not.
There's one person that we can't say that for. Mr. has a cult behind his name and is in high school.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Dude. Okay, so the episode before this, the one that people are gonna see before this, is, if you guys don't know, is all about Darshism. Like, it is literally just based on him. He is
Oh my
talking
god,
about
it
that
is
for
so funny because
an
he just
hour.
talks about how he created the world. It was just, oh my god.
Bro, this is like
Shrikar, you had your camera and you were just trying to hold in your laughter the entire time.
Okay, we unmuted ourselves solely to just laugh. Oh my god.
Remember when Yojit put up like the sign that said
Cap.
the cap like picture, and then I just started dying. I just started dying right after that.
It's kind of bad for Darsh though, because like not because I mean I know he's like I'm sorry he's really weird, but I feel bad because everyone's like trolling him behind his back, and he thinks it's just us.
Exactly.
Okay,
Nobody
so-
realized that.
In
he
a way,
doesn't
I think
realize.
Darsh knows this, and he's just enjoying the fact that he can pull off this like scheme and still like have people do it with him, even though like Like he
Yeah.
knows they're like not gonna, like they're not honestly like begging him to
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
be a king.
Okay,
I
guys.
hope he is. Because
Guys, I have.
If he's
Yeah,
not, of course.
Well, what's gonna happen at school? That he's just gonna like show up at school and be like, "Hey, bow down." Wait, no, this ain't the
Call me your Imperial
the first day of
Majesty.
school, you just see Darsh in the corner with his little cot and people just bowing down to
Down to your Imperial Majesty.
Dude, I
God,
have
that's
two
so
things
dumb.
to say about my dude, right? So, Darsh, like, after our episode, like a few days ago, he can come at me, but I don't care. He came to me, like, just DM me, and he was like, "Hey, if you guys are talking politics, like, I noticed your thing was really leftist. Like, maybe, like, if you have space, just add me, like, on it'll be balanced, right?" And then I was like, "Sorry, we have enough space. Like, I guess it'll just have to be leftist for now because."
And then he called your podcast a bunch of toxic leftists because you didn't invite him.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see his story?
Bro, I
I was
don't.
like-
when was that on the story? I don't even look at his story.
Yeah,
But
It
I don't.
was-
I'm blocked. He's blocked me, so I have no idea what he's.
Yeah, apparently they sent it into the chat, and all it was like was Darsh did this. So it was basically like I forgot what it was. Darsh said something like he took the like you shouted this podcast out on your story. So he took like the podcast, he took a screenshot of it and he
Yeah.
posted it on his story saying that this is a pretty toxic leftist podcast, but I do recommend watching it or something like that.
yeah,
What's he to judge whether it's leftist?
dude, he's
or not?
doing the Trump move. Okay, he hates it because it didn't let him in, but he still wants to be let in. So like, he doesn't want to completely like disparage like.
Dude, here's the thing, right? So I was just like, "Hey, we don't have enough space. It'll be leftist for now." And here's the thing. He was like, initially he said, "Add me, it'll be balanced. I'm a conservative, right?" And then I was like, "Hey, we don't have enough space to make you a regular, but like when we're having big debates or something about politics, I can invite you." And he was like, "I will not come for debates because people add me too much." And I was like, "Bruh."
Wait, what did you say?
He
What did you say?
disagrees with everything everyone says.
Okay,
Wait.
so he basically wants to like prove his point.
Wait,
or, like,
why isn't he going to big debates?
Because everyone always at him.
Yeah.
They're always
Attacks him or attacks him?
like no
Attacks him.
or
Yeah.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Bruh. No, I'm gonna attack. Okay, I'm not gonna attack a conservative for being conservative, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
attack a homophobic person for being homophobic. You
Right.
cannot change my opinion on that.
Yeah, I
Dude.
don't like his views, but I have to commend him. Like he is
Yeah.
taking on the creationist with his own creationist myth. Like that is some next level shit. Like imagine like you're trying to prove science to like a person who said like God had everything loaded up in the ark, and he's like, no, God loaded everything up in Shrikar's ark. Like damn.
Okay.
No,
So here's the thing, right? So after my entire I will blow up the planet that entire phase, I had a phase where it was like a week or two where I had my own creationist thing, and then right after that I rebounded so hard. I basically went from 100% religion to 1,000% quantum science, and it blows my mind how I did
9,000
that.
IQ.
Yes, and now I'm at -3, and I'm dying.
It's because of quarantine, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. It's reduced us to our last brain cell, which we're universally sharing right now.
I've always
Yes.
had one brain cell. What do you mean?
Dude,
Well, now
after
you're sharing
5
it, Chandon.
Dude,
People are renting out my brain cell.
Dude,
When I'm sleeping, they just telepathically use my brain cell.
Dude,
I
none
get-
of us are old enough to drink, but after 5 p.m., I'm always somehow drunk. I don't drink, I just act drunk.
Yeah, this is true.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
why are
they're
you?
real tight.
Wait, 5 p.m. I thought you said 5 a.m. I was about to ask, why are you awake at 5 a.m.?
Oh no, I'm always awake because the neighbor's dog never stops barking. Because what happened was when they got their golden retriever, it's like a 6-month-old puppy, right? My sister, whenever it started barking, my sister, she's like 5, she would go out and go play with it, right? And my neighbor, they never take their dog inside, so the dog's always barking. And the way my house is set up is that my room is right next to their house, so I don't sleep.
That's tough.
Rip.
That's
Hence
tough.
why I have 8 espresso shots every day.
Why would you do that to yourself, dude? 8
Bro.
espresso shots? How do you even like? That's like gotta be like expensive too.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
like, do you have an
yeah,
espresso machine? Like, I can see how that would be
yeah,
fun. Okay.
yeah. I have a machine, and then aside from that, I also have like 2 protein shakes, and that's like my day.
Wait, so do you like not eat? You just take in everything like liquefied?
Okay. Okay, here's how my meal plan works. I just have 2 meals, just 2 very big meals per day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other than that, everything's water based.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Missing a
basically
meal
no.
is so hard. Like, I tried. Okay, so like, I kind of had this argument with like my parents, right? And we were just talking about school and stuff. And then so I'm like, okay, fine. Like, I'm just not gonna eat any food today. I don't know why. Maybe that's like my act of defiance right there. But
Yeah.
and it was so hard, man. Like, the effects of like missing like just not eating like dinner or something like that. Like, it hurt, man. Yeah, I don't know. Don't miss a meal. Eat 3 meals a day, people.
The protein shake. The protein shake that I have basically is, it's basically 2 cups are 50 grams protein, but it's also 320 calories. So I just have that instead of lunch.
Wait, 320. Wait, what?
Yeah.
You're having a lot of that. You're having a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The average
I don't
is like
have 2 a
110
day.
calories.
I have like 1 a day. I just have the 2 scoops in the one. But yeah.
Wait, you're talking about the protein powder itself or the protein shake?
The protein powder itself, which I then make into a shake.
So does protein powder have 320 calories, or is it the shake?
Yes. Protein powder
wait.
itself has 320.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
So
yeah,
it's more
that's
like you're drinking like a chocolate smoothie or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's
Bro, I've always wanted to drink like a protein shake, but my parents would never let me.
Yeah, I just make my own protein shake sometimes at home. Like I made one today, but like 320, that's a lot because like the average is like 110 for each like scoop. And then if you think like
it's a meal replacement, so I just have that instead of lunch.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be too like protein, if you know what I mean.
Protein.
It tastes too much like a protein powder.
I mean,
If you're trying to make like a chocolate one, then yeah, I feel like it'd be too much protein.
I got vanilla, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So, moving on. Actually, so let's talk about current events. Current events.
Ooh.
The minimum wage thing. Like, is
this a dark moment? Do we need to call him in? Give him some of the right wing perspective right now. I don't know.
Is Darsh even gonna watch this?
Darsh probably is.
Bro, I imagine like, all right, no offense to Darsh, but like I imagine like he says he doesn't care about any of this, but like he actually like keeps a really close eye on like stuff like this.
Just like he tries to keep a close eye on our group chats.
Because like once, right? Like he followed me. I didn't like. It wasn't even his main account. I followed his main. It was like a secondary account, and I didn't follow his secondary account back. And then he DMs me like a day later, and he's like, "Hey man, you need to follow me back." And I'm like, okay. And I still don't follow him back, and like he just like blocks me. So whatever. That's the end of that.
He's oh my god.
Yeah, but anyway, Shrikar, continue on.
Yeah. Darsh is like, okay, wait. Like, just hold up on the current events thing, but wasn't at like one point in time, didn't like people have to call like suicide hotline on Darsh?
Oh
yeah,
my.
let's not talk about that. Let's not.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's
yeah,
a
that's
good
pretty-
topic to like get away from and not talk
Okay.
about on a podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
it's
I
a
was
bit
just
it's a bit
curious.
touchy, but I think Trigger, you know most of the details.
Yeah, I was just curious because
We can talk
my
about
friend,
it not on the podcast. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
try to
my friend like just told me some stuff and I was like, is it true, is it not? But yeah. Okay, so moving on to the current events thing. How about the minimum wage? How do you guys feel about like them pushing the minimum wage from 7 to 15?
It's good because minimum wage isn't enough to live, and it should be.
Yeah.
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 I know
I mean,
some people are still making like 19 in like regular stores, you know, and that's crazy, honestly.
So yeah, I mean,
$19
minimum wage. Yeah, minimum wage isn't gonna like it isn't gonna change like the economic conditions of people because once you raise the
Yeah.
minimum wage, like inflation, right? You're
Yeah.
paying people more, so then you're gonna be charging more. The prices go up too. So
Right.
Mhm.
What about the $1,400 stimulus checks? Like, do you guys think that's actually gonna pass anytime soon?
I think it already did.
and so there's already been 2 stimulus checks already.
Yeah.
I don't know about the third one. So let me see here. There are a couple. Yeah, there's a third one. I don't probably will, I guess, because since the the Democrats control everything.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so how do you guys think you stand like politically, like just centrist, left, right, whatever?
I'm just like left. Just left.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like
Continue.
mid left,
Yeah.
mid. I'm like center and left. I'm like in the middle there. I'm like the leftist and centrist, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm like centrist, pretty centrist.
If
I'm a
you
little bit
don't-
right leaning sometimes, a little bit left leaning sometimes. Depends.
If you don't consider like social issues, I am center. But if you consider social
Yeah.
issues, I'm left.
Yeah.
I feel
Okay.
like that's not really the left's fault. It's just people who are radicalized go on the right and then they make race, gender, sexual orientation, they make all of that like a political issue. That's why I am more left than I think I should be.
Okay.
Yeah, I say I'm center because like I'm more believing like people getting the freedom to choose what they do. Like, I'm not sure if like specific government like programs is necessary, but I also don't like it. I don't want the government like restricting people either. I think it's like people should get the freedom to choose.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a little bit into like dividing demographics by like racial ties and stuff, but just so I feel like a lot of especially old like Indian people and stuff, like they say like a lot of them on their social like aspects, social issues, especially, they're hardcore Republican, like the most Republican you will see. But then on financial issues, they're not quite like conservative, and they're not quite like just free with like financial issues and stuff. They are what I like to describe as Indian. Like that's the only word that you can apply to that. Rick, Ahmed, do you have any like perspectives on your own, like where just like who you grew up around?
Not really, to be honest. And I don't even know. Not really. No.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can see why they'd be conservative just from like the societies they came from before they moved to the U.S.
Yeah, a lot of people from.
I think like a lot of like India. I mean, I won't speak for India because my parents aren't Indian, but like in China, for example, there's a lot of conservative values, but there's also a lot of liberal values. But like, I think those conservative values are really showing when they agree with, like, for example, the Republican Party.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So speaking of the entire cults thing, so I'm just reading this from Vice. So a Japanese cult that believes its leader is an alien from Venus is speaking at CPAC. That just sounds like some straight up
Wait,
Scientology
what?
shit.
The
What
hell?
is that from Vice, Shrikar?
Yeah, Vice.
Oh my god, Vice has the weirdest stuff. Vice always finds the weirdest news stories to report on.
Yeah, Vice has like these like documentary things, and like they're just on like the wackest shit around the world.
They're fun. They're fun to watch, though.
That's true.
They're definitely fun to watch.
Yeah. Okay. So regarding, I mean, like, just with your like political status, like, stance in mind, how do you guys feel about the entire GameStop like fiasco where like just the little guy was able to get together and like pump up stocks, make money while screwing over the big person, because like the big corporations and stuff, because I know that a lot of people were pissed and a lot of people were happy at the same time. So how do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I feel like the people that were the big guys were cheating the system, and they were making profit off of a failing business, which I don't think is okay. I mean, it is a free market at a point. I don't care. As long as it's... I don't think it was generally affecting anyone, because GameStop was anyways dying. So it wasn't affecting anybody, but it's still a cheap system, you know?
Yeah, so I mean, if you pay attention to like the finance stuff, like Robinhood and Reddit had to go in to testify in front of a Senate committee. Yeah, so I think the way I see it, like, I'm glad that the little guy, which almost never has a chance to strike against the like billion-dollar hedge funds, right? I'm glad that they have an opportunity to do this, but I also think that Reddit and Robinhood have kind of exploited this situation, because like there's this craze that like, oh, GameStop is rising by like 300%, and like people telling their stories like, oh, I made $1 million because of this and stuff, and all these like retail investors just jumping in. Well, and like Reddit and especially Robinhood gets a share, like gets money off of each like purchase you buy on it, right? So they're kind of encouraging this craze when for a lot of people they're going to be losing money. Like 70% of people lose money when they were like buying into GameStop. So
and they lost
like
a lot
kind of
of
manipulative.
money. A lot of people lost a lot of money.
Do you guys feel like I guess the in-game, okay, let's just use this example. So like in the GameStop fiasco, do you guys feel like stuff like Wall Street bets should be a thing? Like just a consortium of people that just like, hey, you like this stock, you like this company, just buy it, like just advises people like that.
I think that's a good system, but the thing is, it's up to you whether to listen to it, because half the time people can just take advantage of you and use that to their advantage to drive up a stock that they bought something in, drive it off artificially so they can sell off at a higher price. That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So you've got to be careful. You've got to do your own research.
Definitely, yeah. I think Shannon said, like, I feel like people mistake like Wall Street bets as some type of like tight knit community, when it's really just a bunch of people who don't really care about each other in like the monetary sense. Like everyone's out for themselves. I mean, GameStop just happened to be something where like, oh, a bunch of people jumped in and they made money, but most of the time it's going to be people who want to make money and are fine with making other people lose money by posting on like Wall Street bets and stuff.
Right. Okay, so I'm just looking at the news, and okay, so in terms of like minimum wage, I believe that companies like, okay, so big box stores, Target, Walmart, all that stuff, like push them aside, but companies like Costco are way up in front of like the trend because I just see here. I think this is on CNN or something, but Costco's minimum wage is now $16.
Okay, that's better. I feel like we need a higher minimum wage.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
much is that per year? Can someone calculate that? If they work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week for the entire year, how much would they make? Can someone calculate that quickly?
I'd say like probably 30, 40,000. 40,000.
That's a good wage to live on. And we need to
Yeah.
have a minimum wage should be the minimum wage someone should live on because we want everybody to live a life. I feel like 20,000 for like a or like two if there were two people working in a family, if they both earn 20,000, they can live at least. Even though
Yeah.
they may not live the best life like we are living, they still will have a life. That's I think that's the amount, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on
Wait,
that.
sorry. You said $16 an hour, right?
16.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
32 that K, I think.
Yeah, that's.
I
I
got
feel
30.
like that
Yeah.
should be around what everything should be. Like $15 an hour sounds like what it sounds like a good number to put it at.
Yeah. Speaking of money, how do you guys feel about the like okay, frankly, like I feel like a lot of people agree with me when I say college in America is overpriced. Like you can get into the top universities.
I feel like it's
in
overpriced
England.
everywhere. I
No,
don't think
no.
that's just America.
College
No,
is really, I mean, if you want to
in
go to
England-
UFM, it can be even free. So
Yeah, in England, like you can get into I think
Oh yeah, colleges in
Oxford
England
or
look.
Cambridge for
Yeah, but in
England,
England, colleges work differently. Colleges come free. So,
yeah.
yeah.
do you think colleges should come free, Shrikar? That's my question for you.
I don't think they should come free. I just think that they are overpriced in America.
So,
Mhm.
I mean, they are private, like research institutions. Now,
Yeah.
Right.
now a lot of them also offer financial aid. So, I know that like, I think the worst one like Dartmouth. Dartmouth offers like zero financial aid. It's really fun. And then I think Columbia also offers zero, and Columbia's like the highest. But a lot of like Harvard and like Stanford, they have like financial aid programs where like if you're below like a certain salary, and it's not like super low, it's like it's actually pretty high, like 100,000, something like that. Like they'll pay for like everything. Or
Really?
yeah, seriously, they'll pay your entire tuition. Or
Well,
if you're
do you
below,
have
like,
to pay them back? Do you have to pay them back? At some
no,
point?
they're just pay for it.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
so
what
like
do
a
they
full
get
ride
in
scholarship.
return?
don't quote me on the 100,000, but there's definitely like a not so low price where range, like
Yeah.
household income range where they'll pay for everything.
Yeah, but
I'm
Shane's right
guessing
though.
it's
Wait,
like.
what do they
Sorry.
get out of that?
Ahmed, go
Rick.
ahead.
No, I'm just saying you're right. Like, what do they get out of that?
Yeah, what
If they
do
are
they
paying.
get? Yeah.
Get out of what?
Get out of
If
just
they're
paying people to go to college.
Well,
Yeah.
the way that I think I'm not an admissions officer, but I think the way they see it, like if you manage to like like go through this like intense process of being admitted to Harvard, quote unquote, like they think that you have such potential that they're willing to pay money. I mean, they get millions of donations per year. Like subsidizing like a few students isn't that hard for them.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like what they get is government grants. That must be it. The government may be giving out grants. Do you guys know what grants are?
Yeah.
Basically, the government gives you money for doing a certain task. That's how schools make a lot of money. That's how that's how schools do renovations and all that. Okay? That also happens with like universities even if they're private. Even private
Interesting.
school. Yeah,
Rick,
so
Rick. Okay, so I know that you are a big brain boy. Like you are
Okay.
very smart.
Not really.
Okay, so well, compared to me, you are very smart. But okay, so like in terms of colleges, like what's your list? Like what's your reach and all that stuff?
Oh, reach schools? Well, I mean, I guess my reach school would just be some of the Ivy League schools, and I'm not
Okay.
really sure which ones, but maybe like Harvard or Stanford, which isn't really an Ivy, but it's still really good. And
Yeah, what's your like goal school? Like you would
Goal?
be happy if you got into that.
I'd be happy if I got into like a really good Midwestern school or like a pretty decent low tier Ivy League school.
Okay. What's your safety?
My safe, it would be the U of M.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like that's everybody's safety.
Yeah,
if you
because you
live
can
in
go for that for
Minnesota.
free,
Yeah.
man. Like
Yeah.
it's
Right.
free of tuition if you do good on the PSAT.
Ahmed, what about you?
Yeah, no, my reach is probably I honestly don't even know. Like, I'd be happy if I got into anything. I'd say just above the U of M. I mean, everyone's like reaching for the Ivy League schools and stuff, and I am too. But like, the chances of me getting into that are kind of, I'd say not
I'm not
super
even
high.
gonna go for Ivy League schools because I'll just submit my. I think you can submit your what is it called, resume to anybody, to any school.
Yeah, you
I'm
can.
just gonna
Yeah,
submit
Yeah,
it to
you
every
can.
school that I can. My reach
Yeah.
schools are like USC, University of Southern California. That's a reach school. Goal school is Georgia Tech, and a safety school is like something in the Midwest, maybe University of Chicago, U of M, because I don't want to live in Minnesota
Yeah,
or like the
same.
I know.
Midwest.
Yeah,
Right,
same. I
right.
want to move to like the West or East Coast, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my reach school is gonna be UC Berkeley, right? And then
Mhm.
my like I'd be happy if I got into this school. I would probably go like I don't know. I want to get into like Northwestern or something, but then like my safety school is gonna be the U of M indefinitely. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah.
It's everybody's safety school at this point.
Right. Right.
Yeah, state colleges are always the easiest. Like,
Yeah.
if you do
Yeah.
out of state,
And it's
do a
a
state
public
college, man.
college. It's a public college, right?
Well, yeah, it's a state university. So, like, you're by living in the state, you're gonna get like huge discounts and stuff.
Right.
If I do go to University of Minnesota, I'm going to Duluth. University of
Duluth?
Minnesota, Duluth.
Oh, really? Interesting. Why is that?
Because I don't want to live within an hour drive of my parents.
I think we all share somewhat that attitude. You know,
Right,
getting-
right.
Yeah.
Rick, Ahmed, like, what do you guys wanna I guess major in, like, do once you graduate or something?
I was thinking like computer sciences or like business of
Yes,
some sort.
let's go, Ahmed. Ahmed. Wait, what are you trying to do in computer science?
I'm not sure yet, to be honest. Like, I haven't had most of this stuff
What
planned
computer
out yet.
science classes? You should take AP Comp Sci A if you're gonna take.
Yeah, I was
it.
gonna take that in like probably
Yeah.
next year or something, but
Okay. Did you sign up for it next year?
no, I'm gonna ask my counselor though, because some of the classes I have I do not want to take. Like I put graphic design and like career search or something. So
Yeah, go ask her.
Trade it out.
You should email her like soon. I'm guessing you did.
yeah,
Yeah. Computer science is a great career, and the salary, like average salary, is
Salary,
pretty
yeah,
insane.
and it's the future. It is literally the future.
That's
yeah,
right.
true.
Rick, what do you want to do?
Me, I'm looking to get like maybe into finance. I think.
Right. Let's go, my dude. Like, me too.
Like, yeah, maybe banking, stuff like that, but like not as like a teller, but like more in like investment areas.
Right. Do you guys think I should take PSEO next year if I can?
If you for those who are watching, PSEO is like where you can take a college course in high school. Only take it if there's like a course, you completed all the courses at the high school for a certain subject and you want to go further. So what
Like-
PSEO courses would you take, Shrikar?
Okay, like literally almost I think after this year I'm done with high school math. I don't want to take DiffEQ, right?
So
So
just
Yeah.
take
what do you want?
take cybersecurity, take the Compass class, and you don't have to worry about
Right, right.
Yeah.
That.
Counselors want you to like take 4 years of math and stuff. So like, I mean, so it's like usually 4 math credits, but you can PSEO like has a bunch of options, a lot more options than like our school does.
Yeah.
Like if you're
Obviously,
interested in like
because it's a
topology.
college, bruh. It's a college. No crap. It's gonna
Indeed.
have. And
Dude,
it's multiple colleges. It's not just U of M, right?
Yeah. Dude,
Uh,
I hit Chinese 3 this year, and I'm debating, should I take Chinese 3 through the school or should I take it through Northern I can't say the word. Northern Star. It's like an online thing. If you complete the course there, it shows up on your transcript.
I feel like taking a language online is much harder.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
probably like face to face with
Right.
Yeah. I feel like learning a language, especially like when you're in person, is much easier. Like when I'm learning my mother tongue, I feel like it'd be 10 times harder to learn it from a book or like just like through a screen, even if we're not like even if we're directly talking, which you're not even gonna have that experience. I feel like that's gonna be still hard. I feel like in person is much easier to do, and it's like much more easier for like someone to help you if it's in person. So I'd just say do it through the school. Unless you
Agreed.
don't have space and you want to do some finance thing which you're trying to major in, always um choose your major over just a random course. You want to try to get
Right.
you want to show like persistence in your major throughout high school.
Yeah, if you're demonstrating to colleges, like you want to show that focus in your college
Yeah.
courses.
Right. Yeah, because Chinese is like the one course that I take every year just because I want to take it.
Yeah, you shouldn't take it if it interferes with like your future. That's why I'm not doing Spanish 4 next year. My teacher, okay, I've got a story. This is a sidetrack, but today my teacher came to my breakout room. We were in individual breakout rooms, and she's like, "Hey, are you doing Spanish next year?" I'm assuming she already knew that I wasn't. I'm like, "No, I'm not." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. And she's like, "What?" She was like really surprised, and I think she was just joking, and then I told her that I can't take it due to like external I need to focus on my major and stuff like that, and she's
Yeah.
like she understood, and she's like, if you have space later on, consider taking it, but if you don't, that's fine. I understand.
I'm just taking Spanish. Like right now, I'm taking Spanish for it. That's mainly just because like I don't know, if I do decide to get like a job, like I might take over my dad's business. He does a lot of talking with different like people who speak like tons of languages and mainly
Mhm.
Spanish. So like if I do have to take over my
Does your
dad's
dad
business one
speak
day,
Spanish then?
he speaks a little bit. He knows like the
Wow.
basic words and stuff, but he's not like
Oh.
I wouldn't say he's past like Spanish too though, to be honest. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That sounds really cool. Like you're like communicating to like clients around the world, right?
Right.
Yeah, or just like in America, but
North America, I'm assuming, maybe just Mexico, Canada.
a little bit in Mexico, not much Canada though.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so Ahmed, I know that like okay, so you texted me before like your mom's all afraid of like COVID and stuff, but
Yeah.
dude, like we've all got like meet up sometime like after just COVID and stuff.
For sure.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we should
Hopefully my
definitely.
mom won't. Yeah.
Wait, after the snow melts here, do you think we could meet up? That's just a genuine question for you guys.
Yeah, I think I could.
I have to ask my mom.
Yeah.
I have to ask my mom again, but yeah.
Like Gleason or
maybe.
something like that.
Gleason, yeah.
Right.
I don't know if Ahmed would bike all the way there, even if it's like no snow.
My mom, I'm probably tell my mom to take me driving because I'm almost done with my driving. Like I'm almost done with my 60 hours or whatever. So I'll have my mom take me driving.
It's 50, not 60.
Oh, 50?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh.
Bruh.
I think it was 60. Okay, whatever. Okay. Well,
Dude,
anyways.
10 hours extra there. A good practice.
To be honest, I have 7 months left. I'm going to get more than 50 hours by the end of my by the time I take my driver's test. on my birthday, I'm going to have more than 50 hours, and I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to get my driver's like permit in the summer, so then my parents don't have to like. I don't have to wait for my mom to like come like an hour late after each extracurricular.
Wait, do you already have your driver's permit, or do you?
No,
have...
I'm gonna like go for my driver's permit. I'm not really sure how that works. I think you go to this online school and you take a test.
And then you take a test.
Yeah.
It's online because of COVID, but usually it's in person.
When I got my thing, it was in person, and then like a day after, they were like, "Okay, I don't know, now we're going online."
Is there
I
any
got
driving thing? Like, do they make you like?
No, they don't. It's
no,
just a class.
It's literally like 5 hours every day.
It's a
like Zoom class.
It's 3 hours for 10, or usually 3 hours for 10 days. No weekends or anything, but
it's so boring. It is so boring.
Yeah, I remember like I had a friend who was like doing it, and then he'd always like play this like set up this game while he was like in the class. And
exactly, I do the exact same thing.
Yeah, I had like Minecraft up or something the entire time. It was so stupid.
And they have you have your camera on, so you've got to like, you can't talk with anybody while you're on the call. You've got to.
I have like. No, you go.
How many people usually like take it? Sorry.
100 people per.
Oh wait, what? 100?
Damn. In one meeting?
I had like 400.
In one meeting.
I had 400 something in my class.
400?
Yeah, it was like the beginning of summer.
How does the Zoom servers are just like, just gonna be.
Yeah, Zoom is just buff.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Zoom, like, just gotta add one thing in there. This was the one time that Skype was actually useful. They failed so hard.
Oh my god, yeah, the one time they could have just pulled it off. Like even Discord pulled through. Discord was used by everybody just for like fun use, and I feel like much more people use Discord now. Discord pulled it off, but Skype, the one that's the professional, it was the professional version of Discord, flopped. Like, where did Zoom come from? Who's the big owner of Zoom?
Bro, it's probably like probably like AT&T or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Someone search this up.
Honestly, like, I never used Skype. Like, I don't see the appeal behind Skype. It's probably the same service, but I don't want to use it for some reason.
Okay, guys. While people are searching that up, so I just want to say.
Oh, it's just some random startup guy. He made a startup. He built it in 9 years. So like a few years, like 2011, he actually had it.
Oh, okay.
Zoom Technologies. Damn, 35 billion.
Damn. Dude, their stock is it went at one point, I think it went from like $30 to like 500 or something. Now it's at like 350. It's weird.
Bro, you should have seen Zoom stock in November. So like that's when like the first like Moderna vaccine was announced. Like it just dropped at like 30% like the moment it was announced.
Oh, that's an app.
People anticipated like, oh, we're all gonna be
Zoom is supporting the Conservative Party, so the vaccine is.
It's a conspiracy. Wait, don't give more fuel to like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay? We don't want it.
No, she'll try to hide that. If she like gets that out, then people will stop using Zoom, and she doesn't want one of their supporters to lose money, you know. So she wouldn't.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Ahmed, we were talking about this like before like we actually started the podcast on, but okay. So during the summer, like me and just a bunch of my friends, like we found out where your neighborhood is, like your general neighborhood, but then you live behind that.
Hey, yo, what? Hey.
Yo, I remember Shrikar like meeting. Oh man. I think I still have like a picture of you guys meeting.
Let me see if we didn't meet him. Oh,
I was just talking at the same time. So sorry.
Yeah, so we didn't meet Ahmed. Like we just went walking there. Like Ahmed, don't you live behind that sign that says trespassers will be prosecuted?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, Yojit, he read that and he thought it said trespassers will be prostituted. So yeah,
Oh.
that was a fun day.
Trust me, they will. Not kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The implications. But
Yeah, well,
yeah. Yeah, so the first time that we went there in like I think August or July or something. But so me and my friend, we were just fine, like we wore our just stuff. But then Yojit, he went to your neighborhood in his fucking boxers. Like they were fucking like just checkered boxers, black and white checkered boxers. And the entire neighborhood is built like with people with $1 million homes. So they would just glare at us as they passed by.
wait, was he like
Hmm.
half naked with just boxers, or was it just
No,
like
no,
short?
he had a red shirt on, but he just wore checkered boxers instead of pants.
With bra?
It
Like,
was.
is he gonna get arrested for like public indecency?
I mean, no, he's fucking like 13 or something, but yeah, still, like it was weird. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, on that very fruitful note, that concludes our like hour and a half, right? Okay, so yeah, we'll see you next week. I'll see you guys later. So yeah, bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Great
Wait,
conversation.
are you gonna end the meeting? You're ending the meeting, right?